So we forgot the power of our self. We forgot the power of inner engineering. एक्सटर्नल इंजीनियरिंग के बारे में तो आपको पता है। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, आपके क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी, वाइब्रेशंस, आपकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल के जो अलग अलग कनेक्शंस होते हैं, वायरिंग्स होते हैं, उसकी नॉलेज भी आपके पास है। लेकिन आपके पास जो इंटरनल इंजीनियरिंग है उसकी नॉलेज
Today I am going to deliver topics science versus silence. So remember, you are like a point of light situated in the middle of the forehead. At this point, don't close your eyes. Keep it open, half closed. Bhagavad Gita says, while doing the meditation, don't close your eyes completely. Don't run behind the thoughts. Only concentrate in the middle of the forehead, point of light. So what is difference between science and silence? Will come. So how did you feel for 2 minutes? When you were meditating for 2 minutes, if there are too many thoughts, multiple thoughts are coming into your mind, then your mind is sick. It is unhealthy. We are concentrating, we are focusing on our physical health, but we are not focusing on our mental health. When you are concentrating, at that time too many people are coming into your mind, their faces, different faces, then your mind is sick, and you have to give time for the mental exercise. That is the indication. So can anybody tell me what is the difference between modern science and the silence? Basic difference. Any point. The science is doing the research in the matter. Matter is made up of atoms and molecules. Matter is dead or living. It is non-living or living. Non-living. These are all the electronic instruments, camera, slide changer, this smart board, these are all electronics, electrical instruments. So this is all matter. And the science and scientists, they are doing the inventions, research in the matter. And matter is made up of atoms and molecules. However, our Indian sages, since thousands of years, they are doing research in what? Our Indian sages have done the research in soul and supreme soul, Atma and Paramatma. All our scriptures and religious books, you will find the research in soul and supreme soul. So soul is living or non-living? It is living. It is having the consciousness. And matter is dead one. So the power of silence is connected with the spirituality, that is spirit, which is living, conscious, and the power of science is connected with the matter which is non-living. Now, science has done many inventions and research since last 200, 300 years. Now they have developed internet technology, robotics technology, artificial intelligence, many research, nuclear weapons, nuclear bombs, nuclear missiles, many inventions they have done. But in spite of that, are we getting permanent peace and happiness in our life? Are we getting permanent peace and happiness? There are multi-billionaires, they have a lot of wealth, but in spite of that, they are not happy. They have no peace in their life. So the power of science, what happened now, today, the human beings, they are entangled in the means of the science. And as per the study, 90% of youth are habituated and addicted to these means of science. They are addicted to the gadgets. Am I right or wrong? We are using social media, WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Telegram. So our mind and intellect is becoming, by using these all things, our mind and intellect is becoming righteous or unrighteous. श्रेष्ठ बन रहा है या भ्रष्ट बन रहा है? क्या हो रहा है? बुद्धि सुधर रही है, इम्प्रूव हो रही है, राइटियस बन रही है या अनराइटियस बन रही है? अनराइटियस. एक्चुअली जो साइंस के साधन है, instruments, equipments, if we are doing the misuse of all those things, then our mind will not become focused and concentrated, and it will become unrighteous, it will become corrupted. So the power of silence is required nowadays. In all the schools, universities and educational institutions, the education which is being given, that education is called as secular education or formal education. By taking this education, we can become engineer, doctor, advocate, but not a human being with higher moral values and ethics. I visited one college, engineering college at Pune, CNR Engineering College and Technology. There was one board put on the wall, and it was written on that board that we are not committed to provide only good engineers, but also to provide good human beings. So, what is meant by human being? Human and being, these are the two words. Human means human skeleton. Human means human skeleton. The human skeleton, the human body is made up of bones and flesh. That is non-living. And being means energy. Being means what? Energy. It is called as consciousness, and it is called as spirit, it is called as soul. So combination of the body and soul, it is called as human being. Now we have the knowledge of our body. We are considering ourselves as a physical body, but we forgot our real identity, that I am not a body, I am a soul. We don't have the knowledge of the soul, we don't have the knowledge of the spirit, and because of that we are not perfect human being. And the mission of the college was that not only to provide good engineers, but also to provide good human beings. So there is a study of physics, and there is another branch. It is called as metaphysics. Have you heard the name metaphysics? Metaphysics is a science which studies regarding the spirits, souls, and the knowledge inside the soul.
that knowledge inside the soul is called as spirituality, Adhyatma. Adhi means inside, Atma means soul. The knowledge inside the soul is called as the Adhyatma. Now we forgot this knowledge, and not a single educational institute, college, universities, they are teaching this spiritual knowledge. And because of that, even intellectuals, they are suffering from the tension, depression, stress, anxiety, overthinking, suicidal thoughts. हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है आज? ओवरथिंकिंग होती है क्या? बहुत सारे थॉट्स आते हैं माइंड में, रात को नींद नहीं आती है, इंसोम्निया, किसी की याद आती है? Higher studies. So all the youngsters are now under the burden of different problems. Like they have to do the higher studies. There is a competitive atmosphere, relationship problems, love failure, internet addiction. Addiction of the video games. वीडियो गेम्स कितने लोग एडिक्टेड है वीडियो गेम्स से? विनीत और राजेश दो ही, अमृत तीन, सुनील राकेश। आजकल आपको हिंदी समझ में आती है? आजकल ऐसे ऐसे बाबा है जो ज्यादा इंटरनेट का वीडियो गेम का एडिक्शन है ना, बाबा के पास जाने के बाद बाबा झाड़ फूक करता है और आपको प्रसाद दे देगा, आपका वीडियो गेम का एडिक्शन निकल जाएगा। सो व्हाट हैपेंड नाउ वी आर गिविंग टाइम फॉर आवर बॉडी, we are giving time for physical exercise, we are giving time for going for gym, and also we are giving time for beauty parlor, yes or no? So we are giving all this time, but we are not giving time to concentrate our mind, to increase our spiritual power, to increase our willpower. विल पावर, स्पिरिचुअल पावर, मेंटल पावर, आत्म शक्ति, मन शक्ति एक ही वर्ड है। सो वी फॉरगॉट द पावर ऑफ आवर सेल्फ, वी फॉरगॉट द पावर ऑफ इनर इंजीनियरिंग। एक्सटर्नल इंजीनियरिंग के बारे में तो आपको पता है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, आपके क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी, वाइब्रेशंस, आपकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल के जो अलग अलग कनेक्शंस होते हैं, वायरिंग्स होते हैं, उसकी नॉलेज भी आपके पास है, लेकिन आपके पास जो इंटरनल इंजीनियरिंग है उसकी नॉलेज नहीं है। और इंटरनल इंजीनियरिंग अगर सीखना है, फॉर दैट यू हैव टू लर्न स्पिरिचुअलिटी, स्पिरिचुअल साइंस। You are giving food to your body 3 times a day. What is the food of the soul? Do you know what is the food of the soul? आत्मा का भोजन क्या है? रिलैक्सेशन, मेडिटेशन, और क्या? और क्या? मेडिटेशन और क्या? सेकंड फूड। There are 2 foods of the soul. One is ध्यान and second one is ज्ञान। ज्ञान and ध्यान, ज्ञान means spiritual knowledge, ध्यान means meditation. So these are the 2 foods of the soul, and in a whole day we are not giving 5 to 10 minutes for getting the spiritual energy. We are not giving 10 to 15 minutes for giving the food to the soul. So since morning to night which types of thoughts coming into your mind? Positive thoughts are coming into your mind, or waste thoughts or negative thoughts coming into your mind? Huh? Waste thoughts and negative thoughts. So if there are more waste thoughts and negative thoughts, then what will happen? It will reduce your spiritual energy. It will reduce your mental power and willpower. China became the first country who recognized addiction of internet as a disease. And in one study, they have found that if there is an internet addiction, then the activity of brain is low. If there is a normal internet use, then high brain activity. Facebook and other social media that manipulated so many users and their emotions. There is a direct impact of social media on our emotional health. There is what as IQ. IQ means intelligence quotient. And what is EQ? EQ means emotional quotient. There are different emotions: aggression, anger, fear. If we are watching the movie, violent movie, then our emotions will also become violent. Aggressiveness and anger will increase. If we are watching a movie having sexuality, then our emotions and our attitude will become like that. Nowadays, the rate of crime is increasing in the society, and the government is bringing the stringent laws in the country, and in spite of that, the crimes are increasing day by day. By bringing the stringent law and giving the stringent punishment, will the mentality of the criminal change? Will it change by giving him stringent punishment? It will not change. If we have to change the mentality, for that you have to give the people spiritual knowledge. Now there are demonic traits in our soul. Now if we increase the divine qualities in our soul, then that will increase the spiritual energy. Now there is a Ravan and Ram inside everybody. Ravan means devil, Ram means the good one. So there is a fight of Ram and Ravan inside everybody. And who wins every time? Ravan wins every time. This is the effect of Kali Yuga. Ghor Papi Kali Yuga. This is the sinful Kali Yuga. Which yuga is now in the present times? Which is that? अभी कौन सा युग है? कलयुग. कलयुग में भी घोर पापी कलयुग है. So पाप, भ्रष्टाचार, अत्याचार, वायलेंस, मिलिटेंसी सब कुछ बढ़ता चला जा रहा है अति में. बाहर की दुनिया में भी डिस्ट्रक्शन चल रहा है और इंटरनल डिस्ट्रक्शन भी चल रहा है. माइंड एंड इंटेलेक्ट भी डिस्ट्रॉय हो रहा है. We are giving more attention to our self, but less attention to our soul. So the spirituality teaches us how to concentrate our soul, how to improve the spiritual energy. There is one game developer, his name is Bennett Foddy. Have you heard the name Bennett Foddy? When he himself found that now his mind is not focused and not concentrated, what he has done, he refused to play the video games. So those who are developing the video games, they are coming to know that this is all waste. सारी बकवास है ये. तो distraction waste our energy and concentration restore it. जितना भी माइंड डिस्ट्रैक्ट होता है, वेस्ट थॉट्स करता है, नेगेटिव थॉट्स करता है, उससे हमारी स्पिरिचुअल एनर्जी पावर वेस्ट हो जाती है. उसकी वजह से स्पिरिचुअल एनर्जी हमारी डिक्रीज होगी. इसका मतलब डिप्रेशन इंक्रीज होगा, एंजाइटी इंक्रीज होगी. और हमारी स्पिरिचुअल एनर्जी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी। हमारा टॉलरेंस जो है, पेन से रिलेटेड जो टॉलरेंस है, वो पावर भी हमारी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी। हमारी टॉलरेंस पावर जो है वो डिक्रीज हो जाएगी। So, have you heard the telepathy? You are the students of electrical engineering. What is telepathy? What is telepathy? Transmission of the messages from one place to another place through wireless connection. In the similar manner, telepathy is the science. In spirituality also, it is the transmission of thoughts from one mind to another mind. If you, after completing your education, went to USA, United States of America, and your mother is sitting here in Hyderabad, she wants to talk to you, and she is not able to connect to you as there is no network. She cannot do the video calling. What she does, she remembers you, and you get the touching that mother has remembered me. This happens or not? This is possible or not? This is possible. So this is transmission of thoughts from one mind to another mind. Thousands of kilometers far away, there is a place where you are sitting and your mother is sitting in Hyderabad, and that is possible. And that is possible because of the waves, vibrations, and the thoughts of mind which your mother is throwing in the universe. And you are getting the touching that your mother is remembering. This is the power of silence. This is the power of thoughts. But we forgot this power of thoughts. हमें टेलीपैथी तो पता चल गई, लेकिन हमें जो माइंड की और थॉट्स की टेलीपैथी है उसको हम भूल गए। उसकी कंसंट्रेशन पावर को हम भूल गए पूरी तरीके से। Even nowadays, what doctors are doing, before taking the patients to the operation theater, they are giving them Bhagavad Gita, and they are saying that kindly read the Bhagavad Gita so that you will not go into depression, you will not suffer from any fear. Otherwise, many patients, they are dying due to fear, and they are suffering from the heart attack, heart failure, and they are dying only due to fear. Operation is successful, but due to fear they are dying. So these spiritual books, Bhagavad Gita is a spiritual book. This will improve your willpower. This will improve your spiritual energy, and because of that you can battle the many challenges in your life. There are different powers of the soul. Power to tolerate, power to cooperate, and power to face the challenges, power to discriminate, decision making power. There are different powers of the soul. Now, these all powers of the soul, these are vanishing day by day. Power to cooperate, power, decision making power, power to face challenges, power to tolerate. आपकी जो टॉलरेंस पावर है अभी ज्यादा है या कम है? आपके माँ को पूछो, आप मदर को, कि आपको कितना तकलीफ होता था स्टार्टिंग में, उसके बावजूद पहले कभी डाइवोर्स नहीं होते थे फैमिलीज में। अभी 30-40 इयर्स में ये डाइवोर्स और ये सारा इसका इतना ज्यादा बढ़ गया। शादी करके लड़की चली जाती है ससुराल और 10 दिन में वापस आ जाती है। टॉलरेंस का पावर कम हो गया, एडजस्टमेंट का पावर कम हो गया, न्यूक्लियर फैमिलीज होने लगे, जॉइंट फैमिलीज खत्म होने लगे। उसका मूल कारण ये है कि हमारी जो सोल है, स्पिरिट है, इट्स बैटरी इज गेटिंग डिस्चार्ज। सोल की बैटरी भी डिस्चार्ज होती है रोज की रोज। There are three enemies of the soul. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is saying that. Yes. Kam, Krodh, Lobh. Kam means lust. Krodh means anger. Lobh means greed. These are the three enemies of the soul which are opening the gates of the hell. त्रिविधस्य नरकस्य इदं द्वारं नाशनम आत्मना कामं क्रोधस् तथा लोभस् तस्मात् एतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. We have to abandon all these three vices: greed, lust, and anger. But all the human beings are completely suffering. They are completely, their mind and intellect has been engulfed, has been entangled by these three vices: lust, greed, and anger. And because of that, the battery of the soul is getting discharged. There are three monkeys told by Mahatma Gandhi. Which are those? बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत सुनो और बुरा मत कहो. Hear no evil, see no evil, talk no evil. But we are breaking these laws daily. हम बुरा देखते हैं, बुरा सुनते हैं और बुरा कहते हैं. उसकी वजह से हमारी जो स्पिरिचुअल एनर्जी है वो रोज डिक्रीज होती है. And because of that we are losing our peace and happiness in our life. We are running behind earning the external wealth. इंजीनियरिंग कंप्लीट करने के बाद हमारा क्या एम एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव रहेगा? जॉब, हायर स्टडीज, जॉब. और जॉब करके क्या करना है? पैसा कमाना है. So we are running behind the external wealth, but at the same time we are losing our internal health, internal wealth and health also. We are also very much concentrating on the external beauty, but we forgot internal beauty. So nowadays people are earning more and more money, but after earning much wealth, they come to know that their internal wealth has been completely destroyed. And then they are going to the saints and babas for earning that external wealth, internal wealth. And then they are throwing all their external wealth to that saints and babas, and they are begging for the internal wealth. So there should be balance between external wealth and internal wealth. So for that we have to follow the spirituality, and spirituality is connected with the power of the silence. You have heard the name of the Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is the scientist. He is saying that silence power helps science power. And all the scientists have gone into the depth of the silence in order to invent something. इन्होंने सबने साइलेंस की पावर का आधार लिया साइंस का इन्वेंशन करने के लिए. Nikola Tesla says the gift of mental power comes from God, and if we concentrate our mind to that divine, we connect ourselves to that supreme authority, supreme power, then we become in tune with this great power. We can get all the powers, all the knowledge, all the good qualities from that supreme authority, and that supreme authority is called as Paramatma, Bhagwan, God, Vishwa, Allah. We are calling him by different names. He is the supreme authority, supreme power. वो जनरेटर है, हम बैटरी है. बैटरी डिस्चार्ज हो गई तो जनरेटर से कनेक्शन जोड़ना पड़ता है. And connection of that battery to generator, then battery gets charged. In the similar manner, there is one word, yoke. Have you heard the word yoke? And what is the literal meaning of yoke? Do you know what is the literal meaning of yog? Yog means connection. Yog means connection, union. Union of किसका किसके साथ connection? आत्मा का परमात्मा के साथ connection. Union of soul with supreme soul. Albert Einstein is the scientist. He says that when I read the Bhagavad Gita and reflect about how God created this universe, everything seems to be superfluous. Even Albert Einstein used to read Bhagavad Gita, and he said that the Bhagavad Gita is my inspiration and guide for the purpose of scientific investigation and formation of my theories. So these great scientists, they were also taking the help of these spiritual books, this spirituality, and then only they can do so many inventions, and we are now following them. So spiritual science is the power by which we can develop the modern science. So how to silence your mind? When you silence your mind, your inner power is revealed, connecting you to the creative force of the universe, guiding you to the life you are meant to live. जब आप माइंड को साइलेंस करते हो, माइंड को फोकस करते हो, एकाग्र करते हो, तो मैंने बताया था एंजाइटी जो है वो डिक्रीज हो जाएगी, डिप्रेशन डिक्रीज हो जाएगा और टॉलरेंस टू द पेन इंक्रीज हो जाएगा, मेमोरी इंक्रीज हो जाएगी, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस इंक्रीज हो जाएगी, एंड गोल सेटिंग विल आल्सो इंक्रीज. सो देयर आर मेनी बेनिफिट्स ऑफ द मेडिटेशन. Improves balance and coordination, boost energy levels and productivity, relieves stress and boost mental health, improves lung health. Means there are 90% diseases in the human being. Those are because of the stress and because of your lack of spiritual health. You are suffering from many diseases. Even by positive thinking and by meditation and by getting the spiritual energy, you can cure your cancer also. And there are many examples. They are saying that only due to positive thinking and positive vibrations, meditation and gaining the spiritual energy from the universe, we can cure our diseases. It can also increase your lifespan. Not only it will cure the diseases, it can also increase your lifespan. So even science is not now believing that meditation is giving too many benefits. Now they are using the techniques of the neuro imaging and brain mapping technology and magnetic resonance imaging. By that, they are studying the brain waves, beta waves, alpha waves, theta waves, and delta waves. So those who are doing the meditation, their power, spiritual power, and there is a changes in their brain waves also. We will not go into details of that. So now everybody is running behind the insatiable desires. One desire has been fulfilled, then we are running behind the another desire. Then again another desire. And because of that, our mind and intellect is completely unstable. And we are not getting real peace and happiness in our life. So for that, what is the solution? The solution is that you have to give the food of the soul. The first food is the meditation, and the second food is the spiritual knowledge. The second food is the spiritual knowledge. So meditation, which is the good time for the meditation, tell me. It is early morning before the sunrise. It is called as Brahma Muhurta. Wake up at 4 o'clock. At that time, if you just sit down and concentrate in the middle of the forehead, the point of light blinking in the middle of the forehead, disconnect from the world, disconnect from your friends, your parents, your relatives, and just concentrate in the middle of the forehead. Don't run behind the multiple thoughts. Just detach from the world, and then you will feel that your spiritual energy is increasing day by day. Do this homework for 6 months without any gap, and you will find the benefits, too many benefits. So you will start getting the natural peace and happiness in your life. You will start getting the spiritual power. You will start improving the willpower. So in Mahabharata, God has not taught Arjun how to use the weapons. God has taught Arjun the techniques of self-realization. God told him the solution of his own identity. Now we forgot our own identity. We don't know who am I. This is the riddle. Who am I? Even science is not able to find the solution of the question, who am I? Now we can search everything on the Google search engine. We can search entire world, but we cannot find ourselves by that Google search engine. So we forgot our identity, and that's why this is the identity crisis we are suffering from, and that's why we lost our peace and happiness, and we are running behind the means of the science. We are running behind the people. I will make the friendship with this person and I will become the happy. But what is happening at the end of the day? He is cheating us and we are becoming unhappy. So there is no peace and happiness in the people with whom we are connecting ourselves in the midst of the science, instruments, equipments. Ultimately, we are not getting real peace and happiness. The real peace and happiness lies within. It lies within the soul. And there are 3 powers of the ingredients of the soul: mind, intellect, and resolve. मन, बुद्धि और संस्कार. ये 3 powers है आत्मा के. When the soul leaves one body, within a second it enters in the womb of the mother. It takes another body. The soul never dies. What dies? Body dies. The soul is immortal. And what travels along with the soul? Do you know? When the soul leaves one body and takes another body, what travels along with soul? Mind, intellect, and sanskar. These are the 3 things which are traveling along with the soul. This is the storage space. जैसे आपके मोबाइल में इंटरनल स्टोरेज होता है 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB, आपके लैपटॉप में हार्ड डिस्क होता है, वैसे ये आपके आत्मा का स्टोरेज स्पेस है. लास्ट वर्क में आपने जो भी अच्छे बुरे कर्म किए, वो सारे कर्मों का स्टोरेज स्पेस, पाप कर्म किए, सिंफुल एक्शंस किए आपने, उसके सारे स्टोरेज स्पेस आपके आत्मा में, वो कभी खत्म नहीं होता है. आपने अच्छे कर्म किए, उसका भी स्टोरेज स्पेस आत्मा के ऊपर है. तो जो आत्मा है वो मन, बुद्धि और संस्कार, माइंड, इंटेलेक्ट एंड रिजॉल्व्स. We cannot see by our open eyes the soul, but we can experience the soul by way of practice. जैसे atoms and molecules are very much subtle in nature, but atom can become atom bomb and destroy entire world. It is very subtle, but it can destroy entire world. It is powerful. In the similar manner, soul is subtle in nature. It is invisible by open eyes, but the power of the soul is tremendous. It can change the world. Bhagavad Gita says, "Man jeete so jagat jeet." The one who has conquered the mind has conquered entire world. जो मन से हारा वो हार गया, जो मन से जीत गया वो जीत गया. मन के हारे हार है, मन के जीते जीत. लाइफ में बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं, सर्कमस्टांसेस आते हैं, and if our mind is weak, then we cannot face the challenges in the life. तो माइंड को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए आपको स्पिरिचुअल पावर इंक्रीज करनी पड़ेगी. Where is the soul situated in the body? Do you know where is the soul situated? Soul is situated here. And what is the proof that soul is situated here? Bhagavad Gita says, "Bhror madhye pran avesha samyaka." भ्रुकुटी के मध्य में प्राण शक्ति स्थित है. This is called भ्रुकुटी. And another proof is that you are putting the bindi, the ladies in India, Indian ladies, they are putting bindi over here in the middle of the forehead, and gents, they are putting tilak or tika here in the middle of the forehead. This is the indication that soul is situated here. This tradition has been started by the sages, Indian sages, thousands of years ago, when they came to know that the human being is now becoming body conscious, and he forgot where the soul is situated. And because of that, this tradition has been started. Now we forgot the spiritual secret behind this tradition. Why we are putting here bindi and why we are putting here tilak. We forgot the real secret, spiritual secret of that. And the real spiritual secret is that the soul is residing here. So we have to remember, we have to concentrate here. There are different meditation techniques in market. You can join online meditation classes, but these are all artificial meditation techniques. Srimad Bhagavad Gita teaches you to concentrate in the middle of the forehead, in the middle of the bhrukuti, where the soul is situated. So now we came to know about our soul. Who is the father of soul? Do you know who is the father of soul? Yoga means connection, union of soul with supreme soul. That is called as yoga. Who is father of soul? Shiva is the father of soul. Means God is the father of soul. Supreme soul or Shiv is the father of soul. So there is a father of body. We are changing the bodies, and when we are changing the different bodies, we are taking the different bodies. We have different fathers in different births. But the father of soul is one and only one. He never changes. He is supreme soul or supreme authority. There are two forms of the supreme soul. One is the manifested form and another one is the unmanifested form. Do you know what is meant by manifested and unmanifested? One is called as incorporeal and another one is corporeal. Have you heard the word corporeal and incorporeal? Corporeal means with body, physical body, and incorporeal means which is called as nirakar. Nirakar. The one who doesn't have any size, shape, आकार नहीं है जिसको. It's called as unmanifested form. And Shiva is unmanifested form. If you visit the old temples of Shiva, you can see there is a Shivling in the middle of the temple, and there is a idol of Lord Shankar also in the temple. Why? One is the idol and one is the Shivling. Both are different things. Shankar is sitting in the deep meditation stage. So Shankar, Shiv with idol is in manifested form. And unmanifested form is point of light Shiv. Muslim call him as Allah, is incorporeal unmanifested form. And we are worshipping, Hindus are worshipping in the form of Shivling. This is called as unmanifested form. Even our soul is unmanifested, avyakta. It is not visible. And our body is visible. It is manifested form. Sakar or Nirakar. So, this Supreme Soul, Shiv, he incarnates on the earth. He takes the body. When he takes the body, when he incarnates, कब आता है वो? Bhagavad Gita says, when there is a irreligiousness, there is an increase in the irreligiousness, and when the Sanatan religion or the true religion get completely destroyed, is about to destroy, about to vanish, at that time for protecting the good one and for destroying the evil ones, the God incarnates on the earth. He is incarnating on the earth in an ordinary human being. And when God incarnates on the earth in an ordinary human being, that is the period of transformation from Kaliyug to Satyug. Kaliyug is called as Iron Age and Satyug is called as Golden Age. Now it is a Iron Age. It is a sinful age. इसको बोलते हैं झूठ खंड और सतयुग is such खंड. It is Golden Age. There will be permanent peace and happiness in Golden Age. So now, present time, there is a era of transformation from Kaliyug to Satyug, and Lord Shiva has incarnated on the earth in an ordinary human being. He himself comes and teaches the spiritual knowledge to all the human beings. Now the political leaders, actors, cricketers, cricket players, football players, they cannot transform the Kaliyug to Satyug. They cannot increase the moral values in the society, in the human being. They cannot change the impure word to the pure word, sinful word to the pure word. They cannot do this. Only God can do this. When He incarnates on the earth, He is giving the teachings of Raj Yoga. The Raj Yoga which is taught to Arjuna by the God in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And what is that Raj Yoga? Raj Yoga का मीनिंग क्या है? राज योग का मीनिंग मतलब योगासन और प्राणायाम नहीं है जो रामदेव बाबा सिखाते हैं. That is not the limited meaning of राजयोग. राजयोग का मीनिंग है कि जो फ्लिकरिंग माइंड है, अनस्टेबल माइंड है, इसको आत्मा में भ्रुकुटी के बीच में स्थित करते हुए परमात्मा से कनेक्शन जोड़ना. To connect with the Supreme Soul, that is the Rajयोग. Now we forgot the Rajयोग and we are celebrating the International Yoga Day. Even we Indians don't know what is the true meaning of yoga and what is the true meaning of Rajयोग, and we are just fooling the foreigners also that Yogasana and Pranayam is Rajयोग. Yogasana and Pranayam is only for improving the physical health. It has nothing to do to improve the mental health and spiritual health. समझ रहे हैं? So this person is sitting on one chair, one asana. It is having the 4 legs, 4 pillars. He is concentrating in the middle of the forehead at the point of light, soul, and he is connecting himself with the supreme power, supreme soul, Shiva. And what happening? All the 5 evils are running from his soul. Kam, Krodh, Lobha, Moha, Ahankar. These are the 5 ghosts. These are the 5 devils. They are running. They are going away from your soul. And this asana is based on the 4 pillars. The first one is the Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means self-control. Means the purity of mind, purity of intellect, purity of speech, and purity of karma. This is called as Brahmacharya, self-control. Now, our sense organs even are not under our control. हमने बोला आँख से गलत चीज को नहीं देखना है तो भी आँख देखती है ना, कान से गलत चीज नहीं सुननी है तो भी कान सुनते हैं. तो हमारे जो ऑर्गन्स है, सेंस ऑर्गन्स और जो कर्मेंद्रिय 5, ये हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. हमारी इंद्रियों के ऊपर हमारा कंट्रोल नहीं है, हमारे मन के ऊपर भी हमारा कंट्रोल नहीं है. Mind is flickering, it is completely unstable. So Brahmacharya is the first pillar we have to follow. If we have to follow the Rajयोग in our life, the first one is the Brahmacharya, self-control. The second one is the pure food. As the food, so the mind. जैसे खाओगे अन्न वैसे बनेगा मन. If you want to increase your spiritual power, then you have to choose for the pure food. The food prepared by your mother in the state of peaceful mind, in good environment with peaceful mind. That is called as the pure food, in the remembrance of the God. The third one is the divine quality, and the fourth one is the spiritual education. So these are the four pillars. If we inculcate these all four pillars in our life, then we can achieve the divinity in our life. Our soul will be purified, our mind will be purified, there will be cleansing of our mind. Now, we are saying that there is a pollution in the country, there is a pollution in the world, but there is a pollution in our mind. We forgot that. We are cleaning the garbage in the country. स्वच्छता अभियान, गवर्नमेंट ने स्वच्छता अभियान चालू कर दिया. We are cleaning the garbage in the country, but there is a garbage inside our mind. It is accumulating in our mind and intellect. But we are not doing anything for cleansing of garbage in our mind and intellect. So we have to follow Raj Yoga in our life, and by following Raj Yoga, we can achieve these 8 powers of the soul. What are these 8 powers of the soul? The first one is the power to tolerate. This person is throwing the stone to this tree, and tree is in return giving the fruit to that boy. So this is the power of tolerance. The tree is teaching us. हमें कोई एक गाली देता है तो हम उसको 10 गालियां देते हैं. हमें कोई एक थप्पड़ मारता है तो हम उसको 10 थप्पड़ मार देते हैं. So power of tolerance, this is the power of the soul. If you follow the spirituality in your life, these powers will increase. Even if after doing your engineering, after getting a degree, you will join some corporate sector company, and in that all these powers will be required. If you are the supervisor, if you are the manager, if you are the leader in your company, in your department, you should have these all the powers. Otherwise, you will be unsuccessful in your company. The power of tolerance. Then samani ki shakti, power to adjust. Then parakne ki shakti, power to discriminate which is good and which is bad, what is right and what is wrong. Then power to judge, decision making power. Then next one is the power to face the challenges. Then power to cooperate, that is the teamwork. If you have to complete the complicated project in your company, then you should have the power to cooperate, and that is possible only by teamwork. कई स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे होते हैं जो रिजर्व रहना पसंद करते हैं, घर में भी अकेले पढ़ाई करेंगे. 3 लोग साथ में रहेंगे, वो कभी किसी के साथ पढ़ाई नहीं कर सकते, किसी के साथ कोई एक्टिविटी नहीं कर सकते. तो टीम वर्क जो है ये आत्मा की पावर है. दिस इज द पावर ऑफ द सोल. देन पावर टू विथड्रॉ. You can learn this power to withdraw from the tortoise. Tortoise pull inside its limbs where it is not required. In the similar manner, we can withdraw our unnecessary things, powers, where it is not required. Then power to back up. These are all the powers of the soul. So the soul is the master of the body, and if we do the practice of the Raj Yoga, then only we can increase our spiritual energy. We can control these 3 vices which are the enemies of the soul: lust, anger and greed. And we can connect ourselves to the divine being, that is Supreme Soul or Ishwar or God. And we can get all the powers, because the God is the ocean of the love, He is the ocean of the peace, He is the ocean of the knowledge, ocean of the purity. उसके पास पवित्रता, शांति, सुख, आनंद, ज्ञान सब कुछ 100% है, और हमारे पास 20%, 30%, 40% है. तो हम उसके साथ कनेक्शन जोड़ेंगे, मेडिटेशन करेंगे, तो हम उससे वो सारी पावर्स ले सकते हैं. And these are the 4 युग: सतयुग, त्रेता, द्वापर, कलयुग. And this last period of the कलयुग, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन पीरियड फ्रॉम कलयुग टू सतयुग. जैसे रात के बाद दिन आता है, दिन के बाद रात आती है, दिस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन पीरियड ऑफ 100 years, इट इज कॉल्ड एज कन्फ्लुएंस एज, संगम युग. जैसे महाकुंभ में प्रयागराज में 3 नदियों का संगम होता है, वैसे कलयुग आयरन एज और गोल्डन एज का जो संगम है, कन्फ्लुएंस है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज संगम युग. दिस 100 years period the god comes on the earth, he teaches the knowledge of Rajyog and he changes the world. Now only 10 to 15 years are remaining for change of the entire world, and the destruction of the entire world is ahead. 10-12 साल में सारी दुनिया का डिस्ट्रक्शन सामने खड़ा है. आप बोलेंगे इसका क्या प्रूफ है कि दिस इज द लास्ट टाइम ऑफ द कलयुग एंड देयर इज अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ द युगा. व्हाट इज द प्रूफ ऑफ दैट? डू यू नो? नाउ एंटायर वर्ल्ड इज ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ द थर्ड वर्ल्ड वॉर. यस और नो? रशिया और यूक्रेन की वॉर 2 साल से चल रही है. There was war between Israel, Palestine, Lebanon and Iran. और दूसरी चीज और क्या हो रही है? पाकिस्तान भारत का दुश्मन है, उधर चाइना भारत का दुश्मन है, कभी भी वॉर स्टार्ट हो सकती है. So there is a war everywhere. And if third world war will take place, then nuclear war will take place. 1945 में क्या किया इसमें? तो बंद हुआ. 1945 में फर्स्ट एटम बॉम्ब का इन्वेंशन हुआ. वायर हिल गया ना. 1945 में फर्स्ट एटम बॉम्ब का इन्वेंशन हुआ. कौन साइंटिस्ट है जिसने इन्वेंशन किया एटम बॉम्ब का? व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द साइंटिस्ट हु इन्वेंटेड एटम बॉम्ब? रॉबर्ट ओपेनहाइमर. हॉलीवुड में फिल्म भी आया है लास्ट ईयर, ऑस्कर अवार्ड मिला है. रॉबर्ट ओपेनहाइमर, फिल्म का नाम ही है रॉबर्ट ओपेनहाइमर. ही इन्वेंटेड फर्स्ट एटम बॉम्ब इन 1945. आफ्टर 80 years, 85 years now, each and every smaller country is also having the nuclear bomb and nuclear weapons, nuclear missiles, and all the countries are fighting with each other. All the religions, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, they are fighting with each other. There is battle each and everywhere. There are wars each and everywhere. So we are on the verge of the destruction. This entire planet is on the verge of the destruction. Spirituality is increasing, and the modern science has invented atom bomb, and it has taken entire humanity towards the destruction. So if third world war take place, then nuclear war will take place. If there is an explosion of the nuclear missiles, then what will happen? If there will be explosion of the nuclear missiles, nuclear bombs, what will happen? Temperature of the earth will increase, and because of that, what will happen? Glaciers on the North Pole and South Pole, they will melt, and due to that, ocean levels, water level will increase. And if the water level will increase, all the islands will submerge in those oceans. America is also island, Europe is also island, Africa, New Zealand, these are all islands. China, they will all submerge in those oceans. Only the land, northern India, protected by the Himalayan mountains, that will survive. भारत अविनाशी खंड है, उसका कभी विनाश नहीं होता है. उत्तर भारत का, भारत will become the विश्व गुरु, and there will be entire whole and soul destruction in the entire world. बोलते शिवजी ने तीसरा नेत्र खोला, third eye, he opened the third eye, and महाप्रलय स्टार्ट हो गया सारी दुनिया में. सुना है आपने? ऐसा स्क्रिप्चर्स में बोलते हैं. In Muslims also they are saying that this is the time period of Qiyamah, and Christians are saying, Christian scholars are saying that this is the judgment day is coming nearby, and Jesus Christ again has come on the earth. So they are saying like this. So all the world is towards the age of destruction, verge of the destruction. Even there are the chances of natural calamities, earthquakes, tsunamis, because there are climatic changes. There is a global warming. Ozone layer is depleting. environmental degradation is there. There are many prophecies by the famous predictors. Nostradamus. Have you heard the name of Nostradamus? Kit Anderson, Jude Verne. They are saying that great man has been incarnated on the earth, and it is in India, northern India. And he is teaching the spiritual knowledge, he is bringing the spiritual revolution in the world, and he will establish one religion, one caste, there will be one kingdom, one king, and one direction only. Such a world is going to come, Bharat will become Vishwa Guru, and there will be destruction of all the religions, and only one religion will be there, and there will be golden age. So you follow the spirituality in your life, wake up early in the morning, do the meditation, listen one spiritual class. On internet also, there are many spiritual classes nowadays. You can note this website and YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel, there are many spiritual lectures. If positive thoughts will come into your mind, negative thoughts will run away. Thank you very much.